So we've just finished our Darwin bombing cruise and we are back at this building, which is actually Parliament House. And if you look up there, old mate on the boat just told us that these, what are they called, Bernie?
Columns.
Columns look like the back of a bomb. They're there to represent that, because this is the site where the post office was in the bombing, where sadly all those people died. So the locals actually called this the wedding cake. It was built in the 90s sometime. Pretty cool building actually. And around here, that's the Supreme Court. Don't think we're allowed in that one. So we've actually come inside, but you have to go through security. Of course I beeped. Nice and cool in here. So this was actually opened on the 18th of August 1994. Oh God, every mother does have one. Mrs. Sainsbury hit the jackpot. The administrator of the Northern Territory, Mr. Charles Abbott, saved this flag, which was actually flying at Government House on the day the Japanese aircraft first bombed Darwin in February 1942. He then realised that this flag would be the first to have been damaged on Australian soil by enemy action. Just some fun facts. This building is 90 metres long by 50 metres wide, with a total floor area of 23,000 square metres, and it's based over 5 levels. And also, Parliament House was designed for Darwin's tropical climate, so its facade diffuses 80% of direct sunlight. Very interesting. So like I said, this was the original site of the post office, and the workers from the post office knew that an attack was inevitable, but they still decided to stay here and keep working. Sadly, direct bomb hit, killed 9 people and wounding a lot of others. But I'll just read you something from the Telegram. It says, "We have just had bombing raid which appeared centred on postal buildings, causing much damage, and several officers lost their lives. Many injured. Cursory inspection reveals post office and PM's residence completely wrecked. Cannot locate postmaster but saw bodies. What appears to be his daughter and female telephonist. Will confirm loss of life when wardens ascertain and complete investigations. Bombing commenced before air raid siren had ceased sounding. Most officers caught at their posts. Mrs. Bald not seen. Nil of Bald family, afraid Bald family, and telephonists were in the shelter, which received the direct hit." Very sad. Very sad. I was just talking about the Bald family that they think died all in that first blast. So old mate Mr. Herschel Bald, he was the Postmasters General in 1909, and he served in Darwin as postmaster between 1928 and 1934. And he actually received the first airmail ever carried from England to Australia. And he returned to Darwin in September 1940. So in late 1871, this site was selected for development of the telegraphic and postal facilities. Telegraph cable from Europe was brought up into the sea to the cable company offices, and from there it was connected with the overland telephone line, linking Australia with the rest of the world by telegraphic communications. Bit of fun facts.
I just come outside here. This is there's a little cafe here. Unfortunately it's closed today, but apparently it's quite nice. I might come back here another time. This is the Speaker's Green. Look at that grass, it's immaculate. It's quite nice. There's a fountain here. I was just reading. There was a couple of guys killed in a crane incident. During the building of this building in 1991, and this was built for memory of them. It has a Sturt Desert Rose emblem in the centre. You can just sort of see that there a little bit. Obviously under the water there. And the fountain is dedicated in memory of Peter Mallerstedt and Andrew Snow, who were killed in a crane collapse during the construction of the building in 1991. So yeah, not a bad view out here. It's out into the harbour. Like I said, this lawn is manicured. Pretty impressive building, this. So yeah, pretty cool. In Darwin, come and have a look. It's free to enter. It's open 7 days a week. They do tours in the dry. Obviously, like everything, most things shut down for the wet.
So this is actually not the first Parliament House that was built here. There was another one, but it was damaged in Cyclone Tracy in 1974. So this is a commemorative wall that was made from undamaged coal stone, apparently from the Darwin post office. Yeah, that's very cool. And that up there is actually shrapnel from the bomb that old mate Mr. Joe Fisher found. Apparently this plaque here and this pillar is the approximate place of where the bomb fell on the post office, killing the 9 people and wounding a lot of others. Poor buggers had no chance. So this is a parliamentary chamber. I can remember when we were at school, we went to New Parliament House and we watched, I'm sure his name was Wilson Tuckey, get thrown out of court, not court, out of Parliament.
That's got to be right.
Carrying on like a
Dick.
twat. Yep. But we didn't have any of this glass. It's probably for bloody people like this fella here shouting, "You're a dickhead."
Yep.
Stop acting like a child. What?
Maybe you saw with eagles when you work with turkeys.
So what did you say about school?
I can remember going to a place like this similar when I was at school. I don't know if it was an excursion in Sydney or what, but it's probably just the bloody council chambers on Lismore. Or Ballina, yeah, Ballina council chambers. Yeah. Anyway.
Exactly the same.
Not quite the same, no. But I suppose I was smaller then, so it looked bigger.
I wonder who the poor buggers that's got to grab them books and reference them. Down near that, obviously where the judge book person sits.
That's just for show.
It looks like it's got,
Yeah, it's probably got all the laws and what do you call it? What's
I don't know.
legislation, laws.
Doesn't look like a fun
What's the
job.
thing that's constitution?
I hope they got them tagged with bloody post-it notes.
Oh, it's just for show. They wouldn't know how to read them, our politicians. They'd be their secretaries and
Ooh,
staff doing that.
burn. What did you just say?
I said, gobble, 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 gobble.
Why?
I said, how can I soar with eagles when I work with turkeys?
Is that a turkey noise?
Yes,
Gobble,
you're
gobble.
the turkey.
What?
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
You're not very nice, Bernie.
If you don't stop acting like a turkey, I'll defenestrate you. Do you know what defenestrate means?
What does that mean, Bernie?
Defenestrate means pick you up and chuck you out the window. You turkey.
So this represents the Sturt Desert Ruse and the 6 states and the Northern Territory. It's beautiful, actually. It's made of stone and wood and metal. And the mosaics represent the law, the land, and the people. Don't forget to tune in next week for more adventures of 2 Asian Aussies. Thanks for watching.